and today we would be doing sample sure questions from 171 to 180 for our upcoming campus recruitment test, be it CTS or TCS. A container originally contains 10 liter of pure spirit. From this container, 1 liter of spirit is replaced with 1 liter of water. Subsequently, 1 liter of the mixture is again replaced with 1 liter of water, and this process is repeated one more time. That means the entire thing, they did it for 3 times. How much spirit is now left in the container? These type of questions are popularly known as replacement of mixtures. Now what's actually happening? We have a container, let its size be E, filled up with liquid A. With help of a small container, let its size be C, we take out liquid A from this and we added liquid B to it of the same capacity C. Again we take out C from the container, which now contains a mixture actually, and then replace it by 100% liquid B, and we keep on doing so. Then what will happen after n times we have done this? We can use a simple formula to solve these kind of questions. Proportion of liquid A left by proportion of liquid A in the beginning equals 1 minus C by E to the power n. C is the size of the small container, E is our big container, n is number of time this process is repeated. N is number of time this process is repeated. So now, as per the given detail, proportion of liquid A left is what we are supposed to find, PL by proportion of liquid A in the beginning. In the beginning, the entire vessel of 10 liters contains pure spirit only, which is our liquid A in this case. So PL by 1 equals 1 minus C is 1 liter, because every time 1 liter of mixture is taken out and replaced with 1 liter of water, which is liquid B in our case. 1 by 10. 10 is the initial capacity of the big container. And how many times we have done this? We have done this 3 times. So this is 9 by 10 whole cube. 0.9 to the power 3 is 0.729. That means 72.9% of the liquid, that means 72.9% of the mixture is pure spirit. So how much spirit is now left in the container? Is 72.9% of the original volume of the big container, that is 10 liter, which is 7.29 liters. Answer. Round trip tickets means up and down, two-way. That means 2 tickets per passenger. to a tourist destination are eligible for a discount of 10% on the total fare. In addition, groups of 4 or more get a discount of 5% on the total fare. If the one-way single person fare is rupees 1000, a group of 5 tourists, 5 people, if they are buying round trip tickets, they would be buying 10 tickets. One-way tickets cost them 1000 rupees. That means one ticket costs them 1000. 10 tickets should cost them at the rate of 1000, that is rupees 10,000. Now, they are eligible for 10% discount because they have purchased round trip tickets. They are eligible for 5 more percent additional discounts because they are a group of 5, which is more than 4. So total discount is 15% on the total fare, that is 1500. They would be paying 8500. A factory has a fixed daily cost of rupees 50,000 whenever it operates, that is fixed cost, and a variable cost of 800 Q, where Q is the daily production in tons. What is the cost of production in rupees per ton for a daily production of 100 tons? So cost of production is 800 Q plus 50,000, where Q is 100 tons. So it would be 800 into 100 plus 50,000. 80,000 plus 50,000 is 130,000, rupees 1,30,000 for 100 tons. So cost of production per ton is 1,30,000 by 100, rupees 1,300. Cost of production is rupees 1,300 per ton. First of all, how do we calculate weighted average? If we have two groups of people, Group 1 have N1 people and the average is X1 bar. Group 2 we have N2 people with average of X2 bar. If I want to combine these two groups and I want to find combined average of these two groups, that would be N1 X1 bar plus N2 X2 bar by N1 plus N2. Now, 1% of the people of country X are taller than 6%. 1%. 2% of the people of country Y are taller than 6%. 2%. If there are thrice as many people in country X as in Y, so if in Y there are only one person, suppose, then in country X we have 3 people. So if I use this data, then X bar combined, taking both countries together, what is the percentage of people taller than 6%? It would be 3 into 1 plus 1 into 2 divided by N1 plus N2, that is 3 plus 1. 3 plus 2 is 5. 5 by 4 is 1.25% of the people in the grouped mean are taller than 6 feet. You should be knowing the concept of growth rate first of all. The population of a new city is 5 million and is growing at 20% annually. How many years would it take to double at this growing rate? Whenever the question related to growth rate is there, we need to be aware about two things. First, growth rate is always compounding. unless and until mentioned that it is not compounding. So growth rate is always compounding rate. And number 2, when we have the compounding rate, value doubles as per rule of 72. Now what is this rule of 72? Rule of 72 says, if we know the compounding rate, then time taken to double the value would be 72 by G years. If we know the compounding rate, then value will double itself in 72 by G years. Here, growth rate is 20%. And they have asked us that in how many years would it take to double at this growth rate? It will take 72 by 20, that is 3.6 years. That means our answer would be 3 to 4 years. A reduction of 5% in price of sugar. So price was P, now the new price is 0.95p. Enables a housewife to buy 3 kg more for rupees 280. So initially she was buying 280 by p kgs. Now she is buying 280 by 0.95 p kgs. Now because of this reduction, she is able to buy 3 kg more. That means 280 by 0.95 p minus 280 by p equals to 3. Then find the reduced price. Reduced price would be 0.95 into 4.91, 4.67. So find the reduced price. Reduced price is rupees 4.67 per kg. Very fine. This is how you calculate. But in aptitude test, this is how we calculate. Reduction of 5% in price of sugar. That means price goes down by 5%, that is 1 by 20. If price goes down by A by B, the consumption should go up by A upon B minus A, that is 1 by 19, because expenditure is unchanged. Now 1 by 19 is equivalent to 3 kgs. That means 1 is equivalent to 19 into 3, that is 57 kgs. Initially, housewife was purchasing 57 kgs. Now she is purchasing 60 kgs. 57 plus 3 is 60. So new price paid by housewife is 280 by 60. 2 3 times 2 14. 14 by 3 is 4.67. Answer. A firm is selling its product at rupees 60 per unit. The total cost of production is 100 and firm is earning total profit of rupees 500. We know that cost plus profit is selling price. So current selling price is 600 or current selling revenue is 600. Later the cost increased by 30%. Cost increased by 30%. That means new cost is 130. By what percentage the price should be increased to maintain the same profit level? Now the manufacturer want to maintain the same profit level. That means they need a sales revenue of 630 rupees. So what is the increment? percentage increment equals 630 minus 600, that is 30 by 600 into 100, that is 5%. No, Gargi and Deepti appeared in an interview for 2 vacancies in the same department. Let's first understand, whenever we have questions like interview or 2 or more people doing the same type of experiment or doing same activities, just remember that majority of the time those questions are related to independent events. In case of independent events, probability of occurrence of 2 events A and B together is given by PA into PB. That is product of individual occurrence probability. And the same law is applicable with their non-occurrence probability also. That means P A bar B, A is not occurring but B is occurring, is given by P A bar into PB. You call it complement also. Now, the probabilities of Gargi's selection is 1 by 6. That means PG is 1 by 6. Probability of G complement, that is not selection, or probability of Gargi's no selection, is 1 minus 1 by 6, that is 5 by 6. And probability of Deepti's selection, PD, is 1 by 8. PD complement, 1 minus 1 by 8, that is 7 by 8. What is the probability that only one of them will be selected? Only one of them would be selected. That means either G is selected or D is selected. If G is selected, that means that D is rejected, or if G is rejected, that means that D is selected. Both should go hand in hand, and we call it OR. That's why I put a mathematical addition sign in the middle. Since G and D both are independent events, this is PG into PD complement plus PG complement into PD. 1 by 6 into 7 by 8 plus 5 by 6 into 1 by 8. 7 plus 5 is 12 by 6868 is same 48. 1 by 4. Probability is 0.25 or 25%. Out of all 2-digit numbers between 1 and 100, when it is 2-digit numbers between 1 and 100, actually the effective numbers are from 10 to 99. Now how many numbers are there between 10 to 99? 99 minus 10 plus 1 for this 10, that is 90 numbers. So we have got 90 numbers which are of 2 digits from 1 to 100. What is the probability that the selected number is not divisible by 7? Now if I take 10 to 99, how many numbers are divisible by 7? We have 14, 21 till 98. From 14, 21 till 98. So how many numbers are these? 98 minus 14 by 7 plus 1. 84 by 7 is 12 plus 1 is 13. 13 numbers are there between 10 to 99 which are divisible by 7. Now how many numbers are not divisible by 7 out of these 90? Those are 90 minus 13, that is 77. What is the probability that the selected number is not divisible by 7? Our required probability is 77C1 by 90C1. That is 77 by 90. A cube of side 3 units is formed using a set of smaller cubes of side 1 unit. So if I take 1 unit cube, it is something like this. This is 1 unit. And each cube have got 6 faces. Then how many cubes would be required to form a 3 units, a big cube? So actually I need 9 into 3, that is 27 cubes of size 1 unit each to make this 3 units big cube, isn't it? Now, each small cubes have got 6 faces. So if I am using 27 cubes, total number of faces would be 6 into 27, that is 162. Now, looking at this particular cube, how many faces are visible? 9 on each side. 9 on each side are faces which are visible in this bigger cube. So, visible faces on bigger cube are 9 into 6, that is 54. Now, what is the question? Find the proportion of the number of faces of the smaller cubes visible to those which are not visible. So visible are 54, not visible are 162 minus 54. That is 54 divided by 162 minus 54 is 108. That is 1 by 2. So since proportion question is asked, answer is 1:2. So get in touch with us. Thank you for being with us. I'm Mohit Jain from MJ's Maths and Stats. That's MJ Magic Studio to you. You can telegram or email us your doubts. We would be happy to give you the solutions. Thank you. I'll see you soon.